Happy Friday. All right, guys, I'm going to give you some time to get on and kind of just update you on what's been going on in my life. When you get here, give a shout out. For those that are new, my name is Jessie Tarian. I am an independent demonstrator for the company Stampin' Up, and welcome to my craft room. So, okay, guys, let's just get into it. So I saw you Wednesday. Everything was good. Hung up, was like all Thursday. I really, I got the packets out. I've been doing everything. I'm just gonna work on the Sentimental Rose packets and get those done early, right? So I come in Thursday morning into my craft room. And I'm like, let me just straighten up. Do you ever get that gene, that urge? Like, it's messy. I have to straighten up. So then I'm looking at this shelf and I'm like, it's really wobbly. It should be on its side. Let me go ahead and just unload that and I'm gonna flip it down. I have a spot for it. So I unload this whole huge shelf that was in the corner of the room. Then it didn't quite fit there, so I needed to adjust things. Well, you can't just move a shelf, you have to unload the shelf. Hi, Pam. I'm just updating you on my life drama and journey. Okay. So now I've got two shelves completely unloaded and I'm moving things around, but I'm not happy and I keep moving my shelves. The more shelves I move, the more I have to unload. You see where I'm going with this, right? Before I knew it, there was not one spot in this whole craft room that was not covered in paper and inks and whatever the heck I have in here. So, yeah. I knew I had to be on here tonight. And I need to get my card ready for tonight. And I also had to figure out my life and redesign my craft room and put everything back. Hi, Mom. And what I am telling you is I did it. I did it. I don't know how I did it. It was just pure willpower. I went through everything. Now, I do have some stuff that I want to fine tune, like my stamp sets. I want to keep the ones that are staying in the new catalog. I want to get them up front, and my retiring ones, I want to put in this, down below, stuff like that, the fine tuning part. But for the most part, that's why behind me, there's a window and it's not my other stuff. But the only thing I wasn't thinking about was the light is literally right here now, where before I used to squish the table and everything that way so that I wasn't directly under the light. So if I look bald, ladies, just ignore it because there's nothing I can do about it. It's like the sun shining down on my scalp. I'll tell you, this is my life. These are my problems. The only other thing I'm worried about, and we're gonna have to see that today. Hey, Sherry. Welcome in, is just that the light doesn't bounce onto the glass mat because I may not be able to use it when I'm doing my live. So we'll figure out our life. But anyway, I like it. It's good. Does anyone else do this? Is it just me?
Just that the light doesn't bounce onto the
glass mat. Lord, sorry.
I may not be able to use it when I'm doing so. We'll figure out our life.
Okay.
Check it out.
Sorry. Oh my gosh.
I thought so.
You thought so? Very good. I don't know. Suri thinks her name is Sherry because every time I say hi, she comes on. That's so funny. Anyway, so I'm going to sign in and then I'm going to get actually the live started, Whatever. We got this. It's Friday. We made it. Who's doing something fun this weekend? Me. I'm super excited. I'm going to Fremont Street tomorrow night. We're staying at the Golden Nugget. We're going to be celebrating Alexis's birthday. If you go to our ghost hunting page, you'll know Alexis. And we're going to do some ghost hunting and see if the golden nugget is haunted. So if we catch anything, I will turn the camera on. If it's kind of dead and we're doing our own thing, no pun intended, I'll leave it off. So we'll just have to see. We'll see what I get. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're in. We're in. Oh my Lord. I'm not going to use that. Sorry guys, figuring out my life. Here we go. Okay. So on to the show. Here is the card we are making today. How cute is this card? I am obsessed. I made it really simple. I let the dice do the work for me and just some paper play. Super fun. We're using the On the Ocean stamp set, and I'll give you a close-up of that when I pan down. I'll just show you when I pan down because I'm afraid when I open it, all the dies are gonna, so, you know what I mean? So let me say hey real quick. Aw, thank you, Sherry. I'll let her know you said. Let's see. You guys just chit-chatting away. Good. All right. Now, let me try to flip this and we'll just see. I see a glare right now, but it may not be so bad. I never know. We'll figure out our life. Okay, here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to twist sideways and bring this over. Okay. Yeah, see, you can see that light right here. So, I don't know how we can, that kind of just, see, it's like directly above me now. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll just do it on the table today. And I'll try really hard not to get glue. Let me push this out of the way. Next time I'll have a paper mat. I hate that glare. It makes it hard to do anything. All right, here we go. So here's the card. It's a little bit of a fun fold, nothing too difficult. It's a quarter cut with a side panel. And I popped it up a little. I just think that is so stinking cute. So I got all my pieces already pre-done. Here is the set. I'm gonna try to get that glare off of there. There we go. I'll figure out my life eventually, right? It's so detailed, and really for this card, I didn't even stamp. I just used the sentiments. But inside, hold on, I can hear it rattling, so I don't want it to go all over. We have, which I used quite a few of these. So I used the sail, and then the sail with the mast pieces. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know my terminology, but the stick parts, okay? And then I used the main ship, and I used the different pieces to make waves and the little skull and crossbones, so. But you can also stamp the ship and cut it out, make flags, you know, ship's wheels, super cute. So, let me put this to the side. Oh, and so I started doing this on my stamp sets. I don't know if I showed this before. I went into the catalogs, you know, I had some extra catalogs, and I cut out the pictures for the die set, and I taped it right in. This way, if I have a question, like this is going out of, this is going into retirement. So it's not gonna be a catalog, and it's not gonna be easy for me to look up like, oh, am I missing a piece? Or what goes with this set. So I'm storing it all together with the picture. I mean, you don't really need the order information, but I just took the whole thing. So if that helps with your organization, yay. It's definitely helping me, I think. Okay, so to start the card, we are going to let me get my life together. There we go. Feels so weird to like work on the table without something underneath it, I will say. Not loving that. Okay, we have our card insert. When I stamp that, I'll get it in place. I do have some extra paper, and that is to make the little banner. So we'll work with that. And I cut this out of the designer series paper, the waves, but I liked it better for this card to have just the white. I thought it popped more. So we're going to be working with that. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing there. I gotta calm down. Okay. So I'm just gonna get some of the simpler things done first before we get to the fussy gluing. We'll call it that. Why do I feel like this is so much bigger? No, it's right. It's right. Okay. Let me get my glue. So basically, I just took the basic card base and I cut the front cover in half. Okay, so that's how I got to the, and then I scored it at 4 1/4, and that gives you the perfect A2 size card. And then I just took a piece of designer series paper. Hold on. Gotta get my glue flowing. Get my pick. What am I doing? Here we go. Oh, I did a lot. You don't need that much. Okay, so I'm just going to put that piece down on the flap. I'm going to try to smush that glue downwards instead of out the top. Okay, there we go. So we got that done. I'm just going to try to, oh, and I squeezed it out anyway. There's a wheeze. What's my saying, guys? I make mistakes so you don't have to. Here's something fun. I took this Into the Clouds embossing folder. It's very light. It just gives a nice pattern of wispy clouds. And I took a piece of that soft succulent paper, and I don't know if you can see that. It's so soft and subtle. It's pretty blown out by the lights, but it's in there. And in person, you can really see it, and it looks good. I'm trying to see. Yeah, this is the right side up. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna do is cut your panels, and you wouldn't have to emboss. I just kind of like the way it looked. And we're gonna go ahead and mat that down. Now I would work on your panel first before you glue it onto your card base. And I would do that because sometimes it's just easier to work with a smaller area. Now we have all our pieces here. I cut 2 of the main part of the ship out, and the reason for that is these are detailed dies, so they cut and emboss. I don't know if you can see that. I think so. It's got the grooves in it for the wood slats of the ship. And I wanted to have just a little bit of that red on the ship, kind of to bring out that border. This is a step that is not necessary to do, but it's one of those things if you want to step up your card. That's one way you can do it. And the great thing about this is, because it is embossed with those lines, it makes it super easy to just follow the grooves and cut it out. And then just glue that little piece down. Jack is not a happy kitty because I have taken his ledge away from the window, and even though he has another ledge near the other window, he is not happy with me. He keeps sitting there and looking at me and judging me, but he'll get over it. So here we go. There is the, you like it, Sherry? It's pretty cute, huh? I'm afraid to say your name now because I don't want Surrey to come on. Okay, so I cut the next piece out in brown because I wanted the, I really don't know what those are called. I want to say mast, but I don't know if that's right. I want the stick parts to be brown. Let's put it that way. And then we want a black sails for the pirate ship. So I cut this piece out, and I'm just going to take my finger. You could use your bone folder, but it doesn't have to be that puffed out. And I'm just kind of shaping the paper a little bit with my fingers. See that? Just give it a little curl. Not a lot, just a little bit. And that'll give it some dimension. So I'm going to take some black dimensionals. To pop up the sails. And I have some, here's another one. I have some smaller ones, the mini ones, for the top. But don't put anything on that stick part because you're not going to want to cover that. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, it is so cold here. It was 71 degrees in the house, and I know some of you that are freezing are like, that's not cold, but to me it was freezing. We live in the desert. It should be 80. So I hit the heat on for a minute. I just couldn't stop shivering. It was awful. See, it kind of just goes right into place where it needs to be. So there's the mask. Now let's put our skull and crossbones on. Okay, let those set up. And now we have our little piece. Now for this one, I wanted the white showing. Do I want this one? I don't know. I can't decide. I think I want it like that maybe. We'll do it with the color this time. How about that? Now this is longer than what I need, but they are longer, and I'm just gonna kind of match it up, and then I'll snip the edges. Now this piece right here is super tiny and delicate, and honestly, if you have that two-sided sticky paper adhesive, I would say use that because that would have been so easy just to peel it like a sticker, stick it where you wanted it, and then snip it off. But I didn't think about that when I was cutting it out, so here we are. Glue-a-palooza. Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, it's my Friday. Oh, I got it on the table. No, 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 no. Okay. It's my Friday, guys. Look how good this is going. I got my room done. I got the packets out. And my card is working. I just know I'm going to catch a ghost tomorrow and win $1,000. That's my prediction. Prove me wrong. Okay. Here we go. Okay. And I think the other one I made a little skinnier. I put the ship down first and then had to deal with everything else. I don't recommend that. Do it, place it at once, kind of see where you want things and then stick them down, right? I just get so excited. I guess that's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue down here. And line this up first. Now, I can slide my ship in there where I need it. Kind of bobbing in the water. And I'm definitely going to hit this with the embossing buddy because it's a little sticky. Now we're going to take our mast. And oh. All right. It's popping off the page a little bit, but the other one did too. I'm not worried about it. That's why I cut this part down. But actually, I think it's kind of cute popping off like that because it's backed on my card. All right, so I'm going to say I meant to do that. There we go. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let's do our stamping. I'm going to bring in some pieces. Now this is way too thick. This was just a scrap I grabbed. So I'm going to pull the trimmer in real quick. Get things out of the way here. And what do you think, 1/2 inch? I think I did more like 3/4. We'll do 3/4. Let me see. Maybe it was 1/2 inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna get my stamp set out. Now the only thing with this card that I would suggest is that when you're stamping your insert for the card, you have to think about what you're doing on the edge, because you know normally we would decorate it up, or hold on, I gotta get my, where did that go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Hello. If you go crazy and you decorate or you put designer series paper or whatever here, it's going to show through. So that might be okay if you put, like, let's say waves on the bottom or something, but you just have to think about it because it will show on the card front. So I made mine really simple. I made mine super simple and just put the sentiment inside. So let me find that real quick. What is this? Okay, hoping this year is full of adventure and excitement. Let me grab a block. I'm kind of off. Here we go. I'm gonna eyeball it. It's a pretty big, there we go. It's a pretty big area that it's gonna cover, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Nor do I think it's a problem that that's a little crooked. We're not gonna judge. Here we go. Okay. So let me make my banner. I'm just gonna do the little banner trick here. Give that a little haircut. You cut it in the middle. Am I even in? There we go. And go from the, well, as middle as you can get it. Go from the corner to that cut that you made on both sides. And then you will have a banner. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in. Now you could jazz this up with some bling or something. I kept it really simple. Stick this in. Hold on. Deuteronomy. Here we go. I was bragging it was going too well. Now that's okay. That worked. Okay, there we go. So we got our little happy birthday message. I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. Sorry, off camera, but you get the idea. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and just on the edge put some glue, slide that into place. So let's see. So we made sure that it's straight, lined up, it's in the middle. And because you only put it on the edge, your card opens and you got your peekaboo message. What do you think? Pretty cute, right? So this is one, if you have, get it out this weekend and do something fun with it. It's super cute. I'm inspired to work with it some more because I just love the potential. And I was looking online and there's just so many pretty things you can do. Like, this is pretty simple, but I really let the dies do the work for me. But if you were to get out your inks and your blenders and do a starry night background and then do like a classic sailboat kind of a moment, it would be really pretty. And this even comes with like seagulls. You can put like flying away in the clouds. You can cut clouds out and stamp clouds. I mean, it has a lot of possibilities. So this is one I'm excited that is in my craft stash, and I definitely will be playing with it more. Okay, I'm gonna flip up. I think. Wish me luck. Here we go. Okay. I gotta turn. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me see if I can take that down. No, that's worse. Okay, I'm not gonna play with my hair. It's not my fault. This light is as bright as the sun. We're just gonna let it go. So you like the card, Pam? Do you have this set? I can't remember. I don't know, guys. That's what I'm doing this weekend. And hopefully you will see me on the ghost tubes. And other than that, next week I'm going to be busy. I'm excited about the in-person. I'm getting ready for that, and our kit together, which is coming together nicely. I got a lot of fun stuff that I got to make kits for and send everybody that's participating out. So if you want to participate and you need a kit, contact me or your demonstrator and let me know that you want to join, okay? All right. I think that's it for me this weekend or tonight. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's Friday, right? All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will see you next week.